So we've got our piece held down, and just, there's no need to put a load of pressure with these pens. Okay. Moving that round, marking any holes. Obviously I've chosen a really simple piece here to show you, but at the same time, when we get onto the stitching, slightly different. Okay, so that's that piece done. Move it away. We've got our pattern there. We know which piece it's going to be. Exactly the same here. Take your time. Obviously, I'm conscious of boring you senseless with a 2-hour video of me just tracing patterns. So, so I just wanted to show you. I'm fairly confident that you all know how to trace a pattern. Nonetheless, it is part of the process. Did I go over that bit? Yes, I did. But you can see how useful that little sack is for just making sure. It's just kind of, I always think of it as having that extra hand to make sure that if anything does move, and here I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful because obviously this particular panel has got stitch holes in, and I do want those stitch holes to be accurately located. Make sure the flow of pen is there, and this comes off, which is one of its benefits. You know, this is the thing also with a little sack of lead, that you can move it around quite carefully whilst not moving anything, and sort of rolling it around. And then what I'm going to do is, obviously we've got some key, there's 2 rivet markers there, and then just a little dot for these. Now the alternative could have done, I tend to maybe go the long way about it, is used a bradawl just to literally make a pin mark. So I'll do that for the last line. We know the distances of the holes anyway, because I've decided them at this point, and I tend to like my holes varying from 8 to 10 millimeters apart on this type of thing, because it's I get a nice even stitch number, B, it's a heavy saddle stitch. It'll lock that stitch in, and at the same time, you know, because of the style of the stuff that I'm working on, and you're going to be working on, you don't want anything that's going to look like it's necessarily come out off of a machine. The other tool that you could use, this is a super cheap bradawl awl. This is literally a pin round one rather than a spearheaded one, which is commonly used to make stitch holes. But to be honest, again, this is something that I'll cover in the tools video far more. Now you've got a choice. So for now, I'll just mark this, and then we'll come back to that because I'm bouncing around too much, and literally, just literally press down. You might find it's actually far faster to mark your holes that way. And there we go.